Penelope Featherington's dresses, what indoor plants they remind me of. Hello, fellow plant weirdos. It's your girl, Carmiel Marceline. If you are new to the channel, hey, welcome to the family. We unabashedly hyperfixate on plants here. And you know what else I have been hyperfixating on? Bridgerton season 3 part 1. Let's not even talk about the fact that they split it into 2, but let's just say I'm not the only thing that needs pollen. Plants do too. And if you've been living underneath a rock and you don't know what Bridgerton is, don't worry, I'm not going to judge you. But it is based off of Julie Quinn's novels of the same name, and it's essentially just about love during the Regency era. And who doesn't love love, you know? And this new season has Penelope Featherington and Colin Bridgerton, my 2 favorite characters in their love story. What's interesting, if you don't know much about Bridgerton, essentially all you need to know is this season, Penelope she's always been a wallflower, hasn't been the most confident, isn't seen as the most beautiful. She's also a bit more curvy than all the other characters. And this season is all about our queen, Penelope, growing into herself, gaining confidence, being a badass biatch, and honestly, slaying all the dresses she has. So I thought it would be a fun exercise for us to talk about 5 of her looks throughout the first part of this season and what indoor plants they remind me of. I will say the season begins with Penelope wearing all the dresses that her mom gives her that are bright yellow, orange. She's wearing really tight curls. It's not flattering whatsoever on her. And this particular dress she's wearing, it honestly looks like a rainbow just threw up all over her. I know, we were all thinking it. And it's got orange and yellow and just all these odd colors mixed together. That's why this dress reminds me of a common houseplant called croton. I think that's how it's pronounced. Anyway, it's a very colorful plant that has these like feather-like leaves that are adorned with splashes of a bazillion different colors. Red, orange, light and dark green, yellow. Honestly, it can't make its mind up. Now, this dress comes a little bit into episode 1. Essentially, Penelope no longer wants to live at home, become a spinster. She wants to find love this season, even though it's her 3rd season trying to find a husband. And so this is essentially her glow-up gown, and she is, they couldn't have picked a better dress for her. And instead of her opting for the traditional yellow, orange, hideous cotton candy colors that her mom has always picked for her, she has chosen to opt to more of a sultry palette where she's wearing this like emerald green, dark teal dress that has a lower midline, and she's also wearing looser curls. Absolutely breathtaking. And the houseplant that this dress reminds me of is a emerald ripple peperomia caparata. Say that 500 bazillion times. It was a little bit hard to find a plant that was more bluish teal than greenish teal, but we tried our best. And these peperomias have heart-shaped leaves with these ridges, and it also has a beautiful shimmer as you move it in the light, very similar to the dress that we just saw. As we continue to progress throughout the first episode, after her amazing glow up, Penelope realizes, hey, I need to up my dating game, my flirting game. So of course she enlists her best friend / person she's been in love with her entire life, Colin Bridgerton, to help her because she absolutely sucks at flirting. And in this specific scene, you see her donning this light greenish blue dress that just absolutely sparkles. The plant that this dress reminds me of is a Cebu blue pothos that I have right here. Ah, she's so pretty! And as you can see here, they have these thin leaves, and it's got this silvery blue coloring and an iridescent sheen. Honestly, I can't really tell the difference between this plant and that dress. Now, in this episode, Penelope is begging, and I mean begging, Colin to essentially kiss her because she doesn't want to die without ever being kissed. Oof, that one hurts. Just me? And in this specific shot, they're in the garden outside of her house, and it's in the evening. She looks absolutely angelic in the moonlight. She's got this very, very faint light blue dress on with this metallic detailing. It almost looks like a tapestry. The plant that this dress reminds me of is a silver glory string of hearts. So unlike your traditional string of hearts that's more greenish in color, the leaves have this very pale green that almost looks like it's silver. They're heart-shaped and they grow on a vine specifically, and they flow and trail beautifully just like her curls. I cannot get the carriage scene out of my brain. I have rewatched it almost too much, like the last 12 minutes of episode 4 in part 1, just me. And if you read the books, you know how important the carriage scene is. And in this scene, she's wearing a yellow-green dress with balloon sleeves that has speckles of champagne gold. Now, this gown reminds me of a Skindapsa Silver Hero, which is a heart-shaped leaf that has areas of silver streaks against a very dark green leaf. It is so incredibly pretty and honestly one of my favorite plants. And I'm happy this was the dress that she wore in that specific scene. There you have it. Those are 5 plants that honestly resemble Penelope Featherington's dresses in Bridgerton Season 3 Part 1. Were there any other dresses that I should have covered? Any plants that you think do a better job of resembling her gowns? Let me know in the comments. If you liked today's video, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. And if you want to be notified every single time I post, ring that bell. With that, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Thanks for spending it with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Until then, and until Season 3 Part 2, which happens in a couple weeks. Bye!